Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I am excited for our meditation today. So good to have you here with me on this incredible journey. Beautiful morning sky, beautiful river, huge flow. We're going to jam with a very specific meditation focused on connection, connection through our values. Connection through our values. So let's do it. Let's begin. Go ahead. Taking a nice, deep, 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 deep breath in. Really allow yourself to feel the environment around you. I want to have you feel nature, feel earth, like really feel the environment around you. Feel the walls, the hearing doors. See if you can't feel the trees outside, the grass growing, the leaves budding, flowers poking through. Go ahead and feel into all of that energy as we begin our light link from this space here on earth, raising your consciousness up toward the sun, taking your time like a plant growing towards the light. So too does your soul grow towards the light. So I want you, as you do the light link today, to feel into all of those extra subtle energy components of your body. Those parts of you that are not seen in physical form, that are like raising your arms to the heavens, reaching and stretching towards that sunlight. And as you do, feeling all of the nature and the environment around you, reaching also towards that sunlight. And as you reach towards that sunlight, you feel just the goodness and the warmth and the connection to light and to love, to eternity. And go ahead. I'm going to have a nice big inhale and big sigh here. Just let it all release out as though you're just sloughing off a layer of density to allow yourself to reach even further. Almost like climbing out and on top of all the density, like you would to climb onto a stool to reach something on a shelf that is otherwise just out of reach. And as you climb and reach, you feel yourself rooting in even deeper. As you root in, shifting our focus to the earth, feeling those roots beneath your feet, and allowing yourself to be carried down that connection. I want to have you now from your body, imagining the sun coming into your mind's eye. As your mind absorbs the light, your inner mind becoming light, breathing in, allowing that sunshine to begin to glow in the back of your mind, feeling the orb of light as though your mind has become the sun, and allowing your consciousness to shift into your inner mind, And from your inner mind, as though there is a cord, there is a tunnel, there is a stem, just like that of the plant, that reaches into the beyond. And so as you breathe in and out, feeling yourself as this plant, you feel yourself reaching into that cord, that stem that just sits below. If your mind were to be the blossom and the flowering, your brain to be the flowering, as you reach up to the sunlight, you feel the sun coming closer to you. And you just sit and be for a moment, allowing yourself to feel loved and nurtured so you may grow, extend those branches into the next phase and adventure of your life. So you may feel the creativity flow through you. You may feel the beauty within you. Your clarity becomes the direction of your growth as you feel that orb of sunshine shining out and the branches reaching from that orb of light within your inner mind. And around you, you begin to envision a beautiful pattern of interconnection and interplay and good flow. And now as we come back from this space to the stem, to the trunk, we begin to root deeply. I want to have you imagine this like a silver trunk. It's no, you're just jumping down a slide. It's less about digging and your purpose and your intention, more about just letting yourself be passionate about your journey and your experience and what you are up to. And as you imagine stepping into this tunnel, this chute from this beam of light, you feel yourself being transported infinitely down outside of the body through space and time, freeing yourself of expectations, feeling yourself flying past all things that have attracted you in this lifetime, hearing the echo of others' voices that have impacted you over time, and feeling yourself descending into the roots of your being and your soul, where you receive the greatest degree of nourishment. For your stem and where we journey upon and path, not only is the nourishment from the ancestors, but it is where you feel the connection to the sources, where you feel the different elements and flow moving through you, where you feel the network of nourishment through self and others. The stem is the transport mechanism in a plant for water and for light. And so as you venture down the stem, rooting in deeply, just letting yourself, as though there's another side that you will pop out in, popping out on the other side of the slide, and feeling yourself no longer in that silver cord, but riding a rainbow bridge of light, fractals of rainbow light through the cosmos. And as you ride along those rainbow fractals, you feel the currents swirling around you, flowing like a river of sacred time. As you breathe in and out, letting your body take it in and relax. We get to ride this river of consciousness through all of the different lifetimes and values, branching ourselves out, not through the body, but through our soul. When we branch out through our roots and into the rainbow aspects, the diamond ray of who we are, it's best to go slow. It's best to not force or be precipitous. Allow yourself to just ride the current of this sacred time. Ride the current of this life and light. And as you're floating along, you begin to gaze back at that beautiful little planet called Earth. And you can see its rainbow bridge and cord of light and energy that is feeding like an umbilical cord and nourishing it. And you can feel yourself riding the flow and the rapids of energy as we ascend into new frequencies and dimensions, being carried beyond what our soul can imagine or conceive. And so from here, I want to have you from this position reflect upon your feelings, upon emotion between the last time we connected in meditation together, the last major hit of emotion that you had where you felt challenged or frustrated or bored. I want to have you reflect on that emotional impulse that's strong. Maybe it was annoyance or joy or happiness or laughter. Just find that last time you had a big emotional surge. And then riding further down the current, finding another time you had a big emotional surge. Allowing your body to simply scan. And then coming into the feelings that were created as a result. Maybe it was a feeling of, or emotion related to annoyance or contentment, but the feeling of gratitude for the opportunity to be doing whatever maybe it was that triggered that, or vice versa. Just feel into whatever comes to mind in this moment, allowing it to flow through you. So we are at a juncture. We are at a moment in time, and we're riding this incredible wave and river of light that is flowing in, into, and through the earth. And yet, as we ride it, it's triggering the reassessment and revaluation of our values. Our emotions lead to the feelings reveal our needs. So if you think about the circumstance or situation that just appeared in your mind's eye, what comes to mind? What needs have shifted for you? Needs then reveal our differences, our shifts, our change, our opportunities for rebirth and growth. For like the plant, we are growing and hatching new leaves, new branches. And at this juncture in time, in human consciousness, we've hit the end of a season where we get to move back into our roots and determine what needs we choose to meet for the next season of rebirth and regeneration. So again, just continuing to drift upon this rainbow river of light, allowing it to carry you to a beach, to a space of stepping off, a juncture, another dimension out there in the cosmos, another star system, another planet, wherever it may carry you, allowing your human mind to simply connect to that as though you're stepping off this rainbow current of life onto a beach upon its shore. Maybe it looks like stairs or a temple. And you find that there are footsteps for you to follow. And as you follow these footsteps, they disappear through a wall of light and transformation. And as you step through that wall of light, all of the emotions, all of the feelings, all of the needs, all of the values that are determined by our needs or revealed by our needs disappear. And you step through as though you're stepping through a waterfall of cleansing and purification. And in that cleansing and purification, you find yourself greeted by ancestral beings of light. You find yourself connecting to all the times you've had opportunities similar to this one. All the times where the values that you feel rising to the surface that are maybe shifting or changing or not are met. And as you step through this waterfall of energy and rainbow light, you find yourself coming into greater connection. And as you gaze back out through the waterfall into the dimensional space of that rainbow current, that river leading into the cord, like an umbilical cord to the earth, leading into your mind, you recognize that it's like a neural network, like a hub. And what if here in this dimensional space, you were simply connected and rooting in new values and new needs based upon the awareness that you are a light being, that your roots not only reach into the earth, but your roots extend these different dimensional spots throughout space and time. Allow yourself in the waves of energy as you feel yourself drinking consciously from the roots seated in this dimension, where we could again allow an orb of light to appear like a neural network, like a hub, just like your mind is holding the hub of light inside of it. As you gaze upon your body, you see yourself as a maybe human shaped, but all translucent, luminescent light. And you see the same orb of light inside your mind, this time reflecting a different sun, a different star. And from here, we can repeat the mechanism again. Through this light body, we can imagine that star coming into consciousness with it and then dropping down through the umbilical cord into the rainbow current that connects you in this dimensional space as this light being, rooting you in to wherever we may be, out into the cosmic river and current of life, heading on to another point of connection, another aspect of your soul. And we could continue to do this over and over again so that from seemingly the middle of the cosmos, we can feel an entire neural network taking shape and form, much like plants that are the organisms for light, trees that are connected through their root system, seemingly separate, yet capable of shifting their entire tree and leaf structure towards the sun, capable of communicating and speaking together through the energy that their branches share. What if we as humans are these trees for the cosmos, these trees for the universe? As you feel the entire cosmos beginning to spin in your mind, and all of those different trees and branches like a forest emerging throughout the cosmos, your mind, the center hub, the grandmother tree of wisdom and of life. Connection grows. Connection impacts our values. I want to invite you, as you feel this multi-dimensional connection imprinting into your consciousness, to connect to the light that is here, and to connect to the people that you have come into contact with over the last days and weeks, maybe since you experienced that emotion that was that trigger that you thought of earlier. Connect to the business partners and the clients and the people you serve. Connect to the strangers that you've maybe smiled at, or maybe felt but glanced away from. Connection, and feel this light in them as they become part of your connected neural network, one of the branches that you're reaching towards. Their needs different than yours, your values impacted by what is desired and what is beautiful. For as we transcend into this next dimensional realm, this new age, this new way of being, and yes, it could be way out there in the future, it could be later this month or later this week, or it could just be in the next few minutes, that your soul receives connection on such a vast level of light. How would you think and view your world if you knew you were not alone? If you knew that God, Father, Mother, God, Creator, was reaching for you? If you knew that you were simply several of the branches of the mind of God? Find the stillness, find the light in that. Find what you desire and what is beautiful, and allow your values to be formed and etched from there. Allow the choices we make to be guided from this point of connection and eternity. You are light, you are love, you are so valued. You are an integral part of the ecosystem, not only of human consciousness, but of creation. I want to have you come back now, swimming through all of the branches and the leaves and the roots and the trees to this moment. And this time, in this body. And I want to have you feel where we began. The plants growing around you, the grass growing outside, the trees reaching towards the sunlight, and the current of life force energy flowing up the stem of your spine like a trunk of a tree, like the stem of a plant. And feeling the expansiveness of being rooted so cosmically deep into all of creation, where nothing else matters but this moment, and you transcending the limitations and the blocks and the bottlenecks that have brought you to where you are today. Allowing your heart to open as you draw upon this energy of connection. As you feel the river of light, that rainbow current that we were riding, now flowing through your body and your system, not only out in the cosmos, but up and down your spine, feeding that orb of light that is hovering in the recesses of your mind. Life is really quite simple. What do you desire? What is beautiful? What is connected? Those desires and beauty. And from there, you have all of your answers. And so with that, I invite you to come back to the room and to the moment, to this space that we get to hold together. Thank you for being part of my web, part of my ecosystem, feeling yourself connecting to your body, feeling your nervous system like the branches of the trees, feeling the river flowing through the nervous system to each of the cells, feeling your toes tingling with excitement and joy and energy, feeling the tips of your fingers, feeling the top of your mind. And like a new tree, a new plant reaching through the darkness of the earth up into the light, feeling new branches stretching out of your consciousness to take hold. And so with that, I wish you so much love. May it be a beautiful day. Namaste.